Hi and welcome to today's practice. Today we will be doing some nice yoga sequence for our spine. So we're gonna be moving our spine in as many directions as possible and hopefully make it nice and fluid around our spine. So let's start today a little bit different than normally. So we're just gonna be on all fours. So hips are underneath your knees are underneath your hips, your wrists are underneath your shoulders. We're just going to walk the hands a little bit further and slowly just set back onto our knees. And if that's not good for you, that's not okay, and your bum is a little bit higher, that's fine. That's not a problem whatsoever. I would just recommend to take a block or a cushion, which you can sit on the back of your legs, and that way you'll be able to relax a little bit more. And if it's not enough for your head, for your forehead, just place another block underneath your forehead and bring the floor a little bit closer to your forehead. So let's start breathing here. Just notice how your breath is. Is it deep and slow? Or is it quick and shallow? Just notice that. Without any attachment. Can you feel the belly expanding on your legs? Your chest expanding? Now take a deep inhale through your nose to your belly. Feel the belly expanding on your thighs. Feel the chest expanding. And now slow exhale through your nose. Feel the chest falling, the belly falling. You can inhale slowly. Feel your belly expanding, chest expanding, and fill up your chest up to your collarbones. And then exhale slowly through your nose. Again, inhale. And slow exhale. Inhale slowly. And exhale slowly. Inhale. And exhale. Keep maintaining that breath throughout the practice. Now it's a good time to set an intention for the practice. So it might be to stay with your breath, be on the mat throughout this whole class. Or it can be anything you want, it can be intention for somebody else, or towards any projects you would like. You just want to dedicate this practice to something. Another big inhale. And a slow exhale. Notice how your hips are. Is there a difference between one and the other? Just notice that. Okay, one last big inhale. And a slow exhale. And now on an inhale, bring your head up. Take away your block if you have one. And slowly come back to our all fours again. Take the other block and put it on the sides. So now we're in our all fours position again. So we're gonna do our cat and cow. So inhale, belly goes down, tailbone goes all the way out. We're gonna put the belly down, chest goes in between your hands towards the front of the mat, and your scapulas are going back and down. Look forward. Exhale slowly. We're gonna start from our tailbone, and we're just gonna arch our back towards the sky as much as possible, and all the way back to our cow. Exhale to your cat, and really arch as much as possible, and then inhale all the way back. Do a couple of more in your own time. See if if you can feel all the vertebrae of your spine. Maybe a little bit quicker now. Okay, we'll return back to the center. So now let's inhale and look to the left side. So look over your left leg and inhale to the right side of your rib cage. And one big inhale. And come back to center on an exhale. And now inhale. Go to the right side. Look over your right leg. And now really inhale to your left rib cage. Inhale slowly. And exhale slowly. Inhale. Big inhale. And a slow exhale. And on the next inhale, return back to center. So now I want you to take your leg, shift your weight on your left leg, to your left leg, right leg, sorry. So shift your weight, but not the hips, so you're only shifting the weight, the hips stay in the same way, and now you're just gonna bring your left leg up, slowly, toes are pointed, and all the way up. Make sure you're using the back of your leg, and then very slowly in, exhale, and try to touch your knee to your nose. Inhale all the way back, and again touching your nose. Make sure you're using the back of your leg. And one last time. And touch your nose. Place on the floor. Now left leg, so shifting your weight to the right leg, but not shifting your hips, okay? So now inhale, bring that leg up as much as possible. And then bring it to the front, touch your nose, and take it slowly back again. Touching your nose, bring it back. Really use the back of the leg to bring it up. Touch your nose, and one last time. Nose touching. And place it down on the floor. You should already feel nice warmth on the back of your legs. Okay, so staying in our all fours, extend your left leg out. And now bring it up. Point your toes. You really want to elongate your leg as much as possible, and then extend your right arm down, up in front of us. Inhale and exhale. Place it down. So extend your left leg, your right leg out. Bring it all the way up. You really want to extend as much as possible. And now extend your left arm to the front. Your gaze is forward, not up, just forward. And then place it down. Left leg again, bring it up, bring it away, bring it up, toes pointed. And now your left arm goes. Place it down. And right leg goes all the way up, point your toes. And your left arm goes up. The ribs are hugged in, your belly is hugged in. Place it down. So now we're going to add a little bit more to it. So left leg extends all the way up. Your right arm goes to the front, and now we're just going to move it to the side. Return to center and place it down. To the other side now. So right leg goes all the way up. Extended leg. Right arm go up. And now it's going to move it to the side. Bring it back to the center. Okay, one more on each side. So again, left leg extends, bring it up. Right arm extends. I'm going to move it nicely to the side, keeping everything in place. Place it down. And right leg now, bring it up. And extend. And now move to the side. And to return back to center, place it down. Okay, so now tuck your toes under. We're just gonna nearly sit on our toes. Our hands are nicely and active on the mat. And head goes between the arms, and we're just gonna extend our legs. So we want to really make sure our spine is nice and long. So if you cannot strengthen your legs, that's fine. Just stay as you are. Low belly is hugged in, low ribs are hugged in. And now we can walk our dog. So first one heel goes down as much as possible for you, and then the other heel goes down. But while you're doing it, you still want to make sure that your hip bones are going up to the sky as much as possible. Okay, so now inhale. Keep your knees bent, inhale, look forward, and I'm just gonna shift our weight slowly over our hands and then go back to the center. And again, slowly, you might want to arch your back in here. If you want, that will be fine. And slowly back to plank position, dog, and another plank. Okay, stay in your dog. And now bend your right knee and bring that knee to your nose and place it down. Place your foot down in between your hands. Bring your left foot and place it next to the right one. And just bend forward. Keep your knees bent. And you can place your hands on the floor. Or if that's steady enough for you, you can just grab a hold of your elbows and just nicely move to the sides. You can just place your hands on the floor and move to the sides. Shake your head yes, and shake your head no. And just enjoy nice stretch on the back of the legs, on your low back. One more big inhale here. And a slow exhale. And now inhale, bring your head up, keep your hands on the floor. And now your left leg gonna go all the way back, but not I'm gonna pivot that foot so it's now parallel to the short edges of the mat, and then I'm gonna walk my hands to the middle and pivot my right leg so it's the same. It's parallel to the side of the mat. So now inhale, extend your spine, and then exhale, Fold forward, keep your hands on the floor. Lift your kneecaps, shift forward a little bit on your toes, and breathe here. Feel nice stretch on the back of your legs, your low belly. One more big inhale and a slow exhale. And we're just gonna walk to the other side and place that left leg now. I'm just gonna lift it and place it back to our downward dog. So you can walk your dog a little bit more in here. And now slowly place your knees on the mat and lie down on your back. Okay, so lying on your back, bend your knees, and now bring your left knee towards your chest and extend your right leg and really hug that knee. Try to bring your nose and touch your nose to your knee. The leg on the floor, it's still engaged. And you should be feeling nice. You can place your head now on the floor, and you should be feeling nice compression in between your hip and your thigh. So in here we can start moving the hip to the sides and return back to center, and then again move to the sides, feel that compression, and with that hip bone really massaging the front of our thigh. So just a couple of more in here. This place is getting quite tight when we set, so it's a nice little massage. You can just keep on moving to the side. Make sure that there's no pain, just a little bit of a discomfort, it's fine, but when it's pain, just don't do it. Okay, place that left leg on the floor, bring your right leg towards your chest and hold it nicely to your chest. Extend your left leg on the mat and bring your nose to your knee. Couple of breaths here. Place your head on the floor, and now let's massage that out again. So just move your knee a little bit to the sides towards your armpit and back to the center. One more time. Okay, and place it. Place both feet on the floor. We're just gonna do a nice bridge just now. So your ankles are underneath your knees. We're just gonna make sure you're going up and down. So what I want you to do is tuck your tailbone under, bring it up, and that tailbone is going on the back of the knees, and just bring it up, all the way up, slowly, and now slowly go all the way down. So try to feel each vertebrae of your spine being put nicely on the mat, so you can have a tiny little massage here. And all the way up, go all the way down. Your pelvis is still tucked in, and then you untuck your pelvis. So one more time, tuck your pelvis under and bring it all the way towards the bridge pose. So let's stay here for a couple of breaths. So your legs are nicely active, you're pushing with your feet, and your pelvis is under, so it's like your under butt is going towards your knees. Okay, one more big inhale and a slow exhale. And just with an exhale, just calm down slowly, feeling each vertebra on the mat. Now bring your knees to your chest, hug them in, and move side to side. Okay, place your feet on the floor, and then very slowly turn on your right side, left side, right side, any side you want, and just sit back up. So now we're gonna sit with our legs a wide angle open, but it doesn't need to be the widest as you can. It's just a bit wide. So now we're just going to do a little bit of active stretching. So what I want you to do is you're placing your left hand on the floor. You inhale, the right arm goes over, and then exhale, place that arm on the floor. Inhale, left arms goes over. Exhale, place it down, and to the other side. So just gonna do a few of those. Okay, one on each side. And last one, just stay here for 3 breaths. So feel this nice stretch on your right side of your lumbar spine. And return back to center and to the other side now. So a few breaths here. And feel the stretch on your left side of your lumbar spine. One last inhale, and on exhale, return back to center. Okay, so you can shimmy or just bring your legs together slowly. And now we're just gonna lie down on our mat with our belly. Lie down, place your hands in front of you, place your hands, your forehead on your hands. And now I want you to think about extending your legs as much as possible out and engaging your low belly. So inhale, bring your arms in front of you, forearms are on the mat. And now inhale and exhale, so it's nice Sphinx pose. So what I want you to make sure is that your low belly is not lying on the floor if that's possible. So I want you to engage your low belly and bring it up. And inhale here. So your rib cage is also hugged in. Your neck is long. Okay, one more big inhale and a slow exhale. And just place your hands in front of you. Place your forehead on your hands and just move your hips a little bit side to side. And let's bring our hands underneath the shoulders, tuck your toes under, and we're just gonna sit back to our all fours. You can untuck your toes. And in here, sitting back. If you're not sitting, it's fine. We're not gonna be here for long, it's just a little bit. So if you're here, that's also fine. So what I want you to do is to grab a hold of your heels and then place your forehead on the floor. So keep your forehead as it is. We're just going to roll over to the back of the head. So not moving the head. So keep it as it is, close to your knees. And then very slowly bring your hips up. And now I'm rolling over my head. So it's not a lot of pressure I've got on my head, but it's enough so I can start feeling nice stretch on the back of my neck. my upper back. So a couple of breaths here. One big inhale. On an exhale, return back to center. Bring your arms in front of you, and we're just gonna walk again onto our belly. So, lying as we were before, extend your legs out as much as possible. And now bring your forehead on the floor and bring your arms on the back. So I want you to interlace your fingers on the back and zip your toes, zip your legs together. So the legs are together, and now we're gonna inhale, bring the legs up, bring the chest up, and extend our arms as much as possible to the back of the knees. Inhale here. Your neck is long. Your legs are together. One big inhale. And a slow exhale. Place it down and bring your hands in front of you, under your forehead. And breathe here. You can move your hips to the sides if you want to. Okay, let's do it again. So take your arms away, place your forehead on the floor, and then interlace your fingers together. Extend them, place them on your bum, and now inhale. And extend this as much as you can. And if you cannot interlace your hands, that's fine. Just keep them to the side, and that will be also perfect. Inhale here. One more inhale. And a slow exhale. Place it down. Move your hips side to side. So now bring your one arm in front of you and bend your left knee. And now take your left arm, grab a hold of that knee, of that ankle, sorry. And if you're not able to do that, you can always use a strap just to find it. Now inhale and bring your kick with that leg into your arm and feel your chest stretching, your bicep stretching, and place it down on the floor. And then I would exchange to the other side. To the left leg goes on the floor, left arm goes on the floor, right knee bends. I'm just gonna grab a hold of that right foot, and now inhale, bring it all the way up, kick into that leg, and feel the stretch in your bicep and in your front of your chest. One more big inhale, and a slow exhale. Place it down on the floor. You can move your hips to the side if you want to. So now if you want to give it a go and try the full pose, so it was a half bow pose, we're just gonna do full bow pose now. So bend both of your knees and then try to grab a hold of your ankles, foreheads on the floor, and now inhale, bring it up, kick into your feet, into your hands, and bring your legs up if you can. Inhale here slowly. One more big inhale, and place it down on the floor. Place your arms underneath your forehead and move your hips to the side. Okay, let's lie down on the back. Have your both knees bent, and now bring your right knee over your hips. Flex that foot and place it on your left knee in our figure 4. So in here, if that's enough for you, that's fine, you can stay here, but if you would want more, just bring that knee over the hips again and grab a hold on the back of your thigh. And what you can do, you can slowly bring it in. If you want to extend, if you want to make that stretch a little bit further, so just bring that thigh in and breathe here. You should be feeling nice stretch in your glutes, in your right leg. One more big inhale. And on an exhale, release that leg slowly and place it down on the floor. Bring your left foot on the floor and now bring your left knee over your hip. Flex that foot and then place it on your right knee. The reason we flex the foot is just so it protects the knee. So now if that's enough, that's fine, and if you want more, just bring that knee over your hip and grab a hold of your thigh on the back and just bring it to yourself. Breathe here slowly. You should be feeling this on your left glute, left leg. One more big inhale and a slow exhale and place it down on the floor. So now having both knees bent, bring them over your hips, place your hands on the floor, and we're just going to bring both of your knees together to the sides. And so you've got nice rotation in your spine. You want to try to keep your left shoulder on the floor and just enjoy this rotation from your spine. One more big inhale and a slow exhale. And now place the hands back on the floor, engage your core. Inhale, bring the legs together, and we're just going to exhale and place it to the other side. You want to shimmy your hips, that's fine. And then now you want to also think of your right shoulder being on the floor as much as possible, and enjoy this nice rotation in your spine. One more big inhale and exhale, and now engage your core. On your next inhale, bring it back to the center. Hug your knees, move to the sides a little bit just to massage your low back, and extend your legs over. And now we're going into our nice Shavasana pose. So extend your legs, feet flap open, hands flap open, and return to your normal breathing. It's a great time for the body and your mind to actually notice what has happened, what have we done to it in this practice. We're not really used to moving in this manner. We usually just go up and down, sit and stand and lie down. So that's the time for the body and the brain to really integrate the practice. Thank yourself for coming into the mat, onto the mat, giving yourself and your body some break and taking care of your body and mind. Inhale, smile, and keep that internal smile on. Notice how the energy has shifted. If you can stay longer in that pose, I invite you to stay longer. If your time is up, start wiggling your fingers and your toes, and you can start making nice circles with your ankles and your wrists. And now take your hands over your head, extend it over as much as possible, like you extend in the morning. And now keeping your eyes closed, move to the side. Any side will do, just for a second. And your top hand will be on the floor. So using that top hand, push yourself back to sitting, still keeping your eyes closed. Just sit in easy pose, cross-legged pose. Bring your hands together in our Anjali Mudra. Have a couple of breaths here. Reminding ourselves to have kind and loving thoughts towards ourselves and others. Reminding to have kind and loving communications towards others and ourselves. And reminding to have kind and loving intentions towards ourselves and others. And namaste. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this practice. Let me know how it was in the comments. And hit that red subscribe button. And I'll see you here next week. Namaste.